27th of January, 2 days from now, is the day the international community has chosen in order to commemorate the memory of the victims of the Holocaust. It was chosen thus since this is the date when the death camp of Auschwitz was liberated by Soviet troops some 67 years ago. The pictures of the dead and the survivors of the death camps of Europe have ever since hunted and must hunt the souls of every peace-loving and decent humans of our civilization. Since this date, we all have learned the unimaginable scope and magnitude of the horror. 6 million Jews were marched to their death in camps all over Europe. Other millions of different nationalities, religion, beliefs, race, or political convictions were also thus selected and executed. The best tools that human thinking can produce, the best tool both in terms of technology, organization, skills, and thinking, in the hands of a pathologically twisted political ideology and a system, had produced a human tragedy in a scale unmatched in human history. To this day, civilization, and Western civilization in particular, is grappling with the implication and significance of this singular event in the history of humanity. How could this have had happened? And what does it tell us about our lives and our moral obligation at the present time? This is a constant question we must all carry in our hearts and mind. If I can bring forth at this occasion at least one single reflection that I myself carry with me, is that of the singularity of human life. Just because the discussion in the Holocaust is always implicated with numbers of death and sufferings of so many millions, and with historical implication of dramatic nature, that we sometimes may forget the story of the single individual, be it a young girl, an elderly, a child, a family, whose stories make the fabric of this tragedy. My fear is that just because of the singularity of the Holocaust, that we may forget the singularity of the lives of the women and men, the children, the families, whose life had either ended or had been tragically changed forever as they went through the Holocaust. A great philosopher once commented that there is no greater suffering than the suffering of a single human being. This in this day we must remember. Let us not forget, against the piles of bodies piling up in those horrible pictures from the liberation of Auschwitz, against the unimaginable numbers of dead and tortured souls and bodies, we must bear in mind and heart the single human being, as she or he or them stand along against the forces of history in those moments of great agony. To those individuals whose suffering, torture, and death make the fabric of the Holocaust, we say in this special day that in the end they have triumphed, that we cherish their names and stories in our hearts and minds, and we promise to follow what they demand of us, to remember them and to guard the values for which they have paid so dearly. To them we say today, you have triumphed. Thank you.